God. I wish I had more monitors. Yeah, it's just like in my situation right now. No monitors. Okay. Okay, I can see myself, which is great. So let's just, hello, welcome. We are going to be watching the Figuary, oh, oops, I should transition. Hi, okay, so we're going to be watching the Figuary video from Love Life Drawing. Okay, great. Everyone, let me know if this works properly.
Hello and welcome to Figuary 2020. This is Figure Drawing Month. So every day for 29 days, we're going to do a little bit of life drawing practice.
Oh my God, yeah, it's an extra day this year. Isn't that exciting?
And build up our skills step by step. Hi, my name's Kenzo and this is Love Life Drawing. All you have to do is what?
He does have a bit of, like, it's moving in a direction over there.
The quick tutorial that we put out here on Love Life Drawing, and then go over to Croquis Cafe and do the quick practice session over there. And the idea is that by doing a little bit of life drawing practice every day, you build up really good practice habits, and we're going to be working on our skills, so it's going to be practice with purpose.
I'm excited because I feel so much more prepared for this than I did last year. Like last year, I was just like, I've never drawn a figure before. Let's draw one every day for a month. And I'm pretty sure I did most of the days. But now I've already been practicing for over a month, like every single day doing figures. And I'm kind of excited to see what the difference in feeling is between then and now. Oh, okay, I should look at chat. No, his facial hair bugs me. No, he's beautiful. It's also because the cheeks is so much thinner than the rest, and his mustache is trying to run up his nose, and his brows are sliding off his face. Ah! Oh my God. Exactly. Perfect.
And the skills that we're going to be focused on are the skills that you use in the early stages of a drawing or in a really quick drawing. Skills like establishing the really big, simple structure.
Oh my God, that's so
the main
beautiful.
volumes of the pose really quickly, establishing the gesture of the pose. These are skills that determine how good any drawing is, whether it's short or long. It's not about the fine rendering and subtle little shading modifications. It's about establishing the foundations of the drawing. So we are going to be focused on those skills for the next 29 days, and I hope that you'll join us. So let's take a look at some of today's poses and think about some things to work on, some things to look out for.
That's so exciting. So they're actually I guess coordinating between the lessons and the reference pictures this time, because that was a critique that I put in my last year like Figuary overview video. I was like, you know, sometimes you'd be talking about like the back in the lesson, and then in the reference images there'd be like nothing about the back at all. And they said they would definitely look into it for next year, and I guess this is them looking into it. So I'm pretty excited about that.
We're not going to go through all the poses because I think it's nice to have some poses where you just see them for the first time and you've got to draw them in 1 minute or 2 minutes, and that kind of spontaneity. So at first this pose looks maybe kind of symmetrical,
The censorship.
but it's not. There's a nice S-curve down the spine and a little bit of a twist in the torso, so you don't want to lose those features of the pose. The other thing to look out for is how the torso comes in at the waist, and then there's a fairly reasonably sharp angle to come out again wide for the hips and the butt. A really common tendency is to reduce those dramatic curves and sharp angles. So try not to make it too boxy. Allow the torso to be coming in and then let it come out sharply at the waist. Try to use big convex curves as you draw the torso. Don't go for little details like details of the face and the hands, because there's no time for that. And just try and be bold. So remember, what we care about is the story of the pose. And when I look at this pose, the pelvis is being pushed off to the right, you know, from our point of view. And so that is the thing that you don't want to underdo, right? We're always
I'm sorry.
dragged towards being too conservative. So let's not do that.
Oops. The video is totally off. I'm so sorry, you guys. Oops. I'm dragging the wrong thing. Oh my god. This is... Aha! There. That should work. Let's
let that pelvis come out to the right. So you could look at this and see this big gestural curve all the way down the figure, like a uniform curve. But when I look at it, I feel like it's more like a straight line down the torso, a sharp angle, and then a straight line down the legs. And if you put a horizontal line across to the pelvis, you would make an arrow shape, whether you see that down the middle or down the right-hand side of the figure. That is what I felt when I saw it, but what do you feel?
I feel like this is really interesting. Like, okay, for a beginner, it's both freeing and frustrating that there is no right answer and that anything can be the right answer. Because you're just like, I want to know if I did it right. Like, did I find the right gesture lines? Am I seeing the right thing in the figure? And then all people can tell you is like, I don't know. You can see whatever you want to see. It's so frustrating. Oh my god.
That's what you want to exaggerate and bring out in your quick drawing. So this one is a tricky one in such a short time because a lot of the torso is covered up by the arms.
These lines, they're so controlled and beautiful.
Splayed out means that there's a lot of intricacy to the pose and you don't have a lot of time. So one thing is to use simple lines for, if you're going to try and draw the fingers, you just need to indicate their direction, or you could just go for the bigger shapes that they create, you know, the bigger shape around the hands. But don't get dragged into the hands for too long because time is ticking down. You've got to be decisive. The other thing is to notice that there is a really nice twist to the torso and the pelvis is kind of pushed back relative to the rib cage, which has come forward a little bit in the pose. Don't get dragged into the face. There's no time for any of that. So Larry has added some tricky elements to some of these poses, and it's really fun and really interesting. So this time the ground has been tilted, and that affects the balance. So
Dokuro Yuki says, I won't get dragged into the hands at all. I'm staying away from that. It's so relatable.
What you want to do is check that line that goes from the middle of the collarbones, or you could do it from the ear maybe, and just check.
Somebody else said a thing. Blancuo says, agree, but I guess at the end of the day, they are a subjective way to express the motion and form of a subject, which for most artists are just steps to achieving an actual illustration. Right, like they're all different means to achieve the same end, right? Because you're just looking for something that describes the form. And yeah, basically, as Steve Houston says, simple but characteristic. Simple and characteristic. You want to simplify things and keep them characteristic. And that can be done in many different ways. It's just like, I don't know, it's hard for me, like, you know, because I'm a math person. And one of the things I enjoy about math is that there's a right answer. I was so stressed out in my drawing class because I didn't really know what my teacher was looking for. But in math, it's really hard. It's really hard for me. I'm not that good at it. But at least I know that there is a right answer and that it exists. And I can find it. Answer, practice.
Check that line. What's on that line? How does the foot line up with that vertical line? And then find the angle that she's standing on. Okay, and finally, this is the final pose. It's 5 minutes. Meiko decided to just go for it, pause the video, and do a longer, beautiful pastel drawing. So let's talk a little bit about time limits and Figuary.
A lot of the poses in the Croquis Cafe Figuary sessions are short. They're 1 and 2 minute poses, and even the longer one, 5 minutes, is fairly short. If you need more time to work on the skills that we're discussing, which is completely normal and natural because they're new skills, so you might not be used to them, I think it's absolutely fine to pause. But don't pause because you want to build up the drawing to make it look good with more details and more sophistication. I would say pause to simplify more, to figure out what you want to edit out, to work on having less lines rather than more lines. The drawing that I'm showing on the screen is the opposite of what I just said. This Mako here played through the pose a few times to build up a pastel drawing. Of course you can do that too if you want and if you have the time, but the main priority is just to find those bigger, simpler forms and lines that you would try to include in a really quick 1 or 2 minute drawing. And you might have noticed at the beginning of the drawing, the whole thing is just based on those same big, simple forms and lines that we were looking at in the quicker poses. Anatomically perfect. So if you're really a beginner in life drawing, let's spend this month really focusing on just trying to capture the main landmarks of the pose and the main big volumes, the rib cage and the pelvis. If you have a little bit more experience, really try to capture more of the gesture in the pose and balance that against the structural points. And if you have quite a bit of experience, one of the main risks for someone who's a bit more advanced is complacency, staying in your comfort zone. We're going to work on pushing our simplifications and our gestures to more of an extreme, more exaggeration. We're going to look at simplifying shadow shapes to more of an extreme, thinking about design. So those can be some of the focuses for you if you're a little bit more advanced. And myself and Mako are going to join you on this journey for the next 29 days. And our challenge is going to be to learn from great artists too. So we picked Richard Powell because he's a great artist.
Wow,
for
I like
all those
it.
things I talked about. For
The teachers can
foundations
also
of the
be
drawing,
learners.
and for quick drawings and pushing the exaggeration and the gesture. And then for the slightly longer drawings, we studied from Lane Brown, one of my favorite figure drawing artists. He does such beautiful design in his shadows and his core shadows, and he does it in a really simplified way that we can fit into shorter poses, like even 5-minute poses. So we're going to learn from those artists in the first 2 weeks, and then we're going to learn more challenging topics. We've got Simon Luty helping us with clothing later on.
Clothing!
Loads of really, really cool stuff coming up in Figuary. So share your drawings on Instagram.
This looks
Figuary
awesome. I'm so
2020,
excited.
That is the hashtag. You can come over to the Love Life Drawing community to interact, to ask questions, to post your drawings. And we'll be over there trying to give some support, encouragement and feedback. And try and draw a little bit every day with us for the next 21 days.
Boop. All right. Wow, I am pretty excited. I really like all the plans that they have for the future. It all sounds like some high quality stuff. All right, what do we have here? Practice, no practice, only draw. An artist never stops being a student of the craft. Agreed. Totally true. Oh, yes. We love our cute Pokemon. We are huge fans of our Pokemon. Yeah, you can change your Pokemon. If you scroll down to the bottom on the Twitch page, on the Twitch channel page, you can pick whoever you want. I don't think I set prices or anything, so anyone can just choose anything. We are very egalitarian around here. Okay, so yeah, okay, so somebody, Jollibee, asked about my mentorship. Going well, although I don't know if I can really say that because I haven't talked to him ever since the 3rd session, which I talked about in the video. But since then, I've been following his course, doing the practice, reading. I haven't been following it exactly, which might be bad, but I've been really busy, and I say that like because it's true. I don't know. Okay, so I have my actuary exam in March. And as you see, it's February 1st and it's really coming at me real fast. So I've been coming home every day and doing my studying first. So all my brain power goes to that. And then afterward, only after that do I do any drawing and stuff like that. And if I only have so much energy and time to put into the drawing, I don't really like spending that reading the textbook and stuff. Maybe that's to my own detriment, but I just want to get into actually practicing and drawing, so therefore I haven't really gotten as far into the books as I was planning to by this time. But, you know, life, it happens. So that's where I am right now. Not too big of a deal. I am really happy. I've gotten like 40 minutes to 1 hour of drawing per day. This is like, I don't know. I know it might not be big for everyone, but it's pretty big for me. So yeah, I'm sorry. That was a long excuse-filled, explanation, but alas, we can only do with the time we have. Do you have a short list? Your favorite artists? So I love Sakimi-chan. I know she's like controversial, but if I'm not on the list, oh my god. I love Sakimi-chan. I don't know if I always agree with her business model or her subject matter or whatever, but her skills are high quality, top notch. I love Wlop, W-L-O-P, have no idea how to pronounce, but his art, gorgeous. I die every time I see it. I'm destroyed. I'm like, I just want to bow down and pray to him. Like, it's so good. Oh, well. Why'd you have to say that? Now I have to go watch. Holy. Yeah, because I saw the new like desktop backgrounds or something that he released, and I'm like, oh my god. Gorgeous. Is that even legal? How beautiful that is? Let me check. I have my oh wait, do you guys just want to see like the I have like a little Imgur album of my like inspiration and stuff. So I might as well just go through that. Yeah, that should be chill. Now let's see if I can... How many hours do you spend / try to spend drawing a day? When I first started my mentorship and stuff, I was going for 2 to 2.5 hours a day. And that was pretty much all the free time I had. Then I very unwisely, well, I mean, okay, so I've been procrastinating on studying my actuary exam. It was a bad idea. But then I started freaking out about that, rightly so, because it's coming up. And so now I have to split that 2.5 hours between my exam and drawing. So I study for my exam for about 1 hour to 1.5 hours until I'm tired, and then I will do my drawing for whatever time I have left until bed. And that's been like 30 minutes to 1 hour. I know. I feel it. Like, this was a terrible idea. It was a poor life decision, and I'm paying for it now. But, you know, as long as I still get drawing in, as long as I don't like regress, I feel like I've been making really good progress, and I overall am pretty happy. I don't know, like, who knew that whenever you start practicing, you get better? Oh my god, this is the worst. How do I get a link from myself onto this computer so I can share it with you guys? I'm dying. Reading or also speaking? Oh, I made a poor life decision today and decided to start learning Korean for no reason. Love me some Korean. Let's see. All right. Okay, I'm gonna compose an email to myself so then I can send it to myself. I don't have Discord on this computer. This is like, I am so unprepared. I want to cry. Okay, finally, I sent it and life is great again, maybe. Okay, so now I have to bring up the stream thing. Turn off the iPad. Turn on the tablet screen thing. Okay, let's go. I'm still doing Japanese. I need to pick up French back up at some point along with Tokipona. I'm in the same boat as you. I wish I could go back in time and change my career path. It's so hard to study for one thing and make time to draw. I know. I'm sorry, Discord. All right, so let's... Okay, there we go. So here's my inspiration album that I gave to Volan when I was trying to show him like what I was going for in terms of art. So these Wlop drawings of 2B and Pod from Nier Automata. I love Nier Automata. And these are just beautiful and gorgeous, and if I could draw like this, I might just die. So here is Sakimi-chan's. I love this drawing in particular because it just conveys the form so well. Like, I don't know. I guess it's like a little racy, but like look at the edges of like these you got the star. Oh my god. But like look at the edges of the breasts, look at the edges of the thighs, and how like, you know, I can't describe this drawing with any other words than like puffy. Like it's just beautifully puffy, and like it really describes like the softness of the forms, and you know, along with all the other things like the hair and all the details and the shoes, and like it's just gorgeous. I can't. So this is Happy D Artist. She is an oil painter among other artists, mixed media, I think, and she does good things. I think this is Ladowska. Yeah, it says Ladowska. She makes beautiful drawings. This is Gabrielle Bricky. She has portraits and more cartoony things, and it's gorgeous. I'm sorry, I forgot. Oh, this is Cliven. I just felt like this was really cute. It's like a really cute, I love the colors, I love the coloring, and I already said that. It's just a nice style. It's very aesthetically pleasing. This is nice. I'm sorry, I didn't remember. I stole some of these from Instagram, so I hope nobody like yells at me. This is Angel Ganev, but I don't even know what to say. They're really pretty. These colors. Oh, and this Office Lady series. I just think they're so sweet and cute and friendly. More Wlop stuff because I can't stay away. This is Loish. Love her style. It looks so clean though. Wait, which one? Oh my god. Oh, the Taiwan Office Lady ones. There's so many. So much good art. Loish, love Loish. Here's TV Choi. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful work. Ah, it's gorgeous. This is the Riot Games. This is a Riot Games artist, and this is Akali from League of Legends. Beautiful. This is Raiko Tay, I think. It's just so pretty. I don't have the words to describe it. It's just pretty. I don't. It's just nice colors, good simplification. It's so cute. These make me feel happy. I don't know. Like, what else can I say? Like how beautiful that is. It's not realistic, but it conveys like what I'm trying to go. It looks good, but painful memories. Akali. Yeah, that's like, I think that's the new splash art. or something. Like if you look it up on ArtStation, they go through like the entire process of like the sketches and all the things that they changed. It's really cool. And these are some figure drawings from last Figuary of an artist that I really love on Instagram. I don't remember their new Instagram handle, but if you're that curious, you can message me later for it. I just think they look really nice, you know, simple, clean, cute. And this is one of Sakimi-chan's older arts. Back before all the lewds. Well, I think she was always drawing lewds, but like this is, you know, not as exaggerated of a female figure, and like I love it. Peen. Okay, so hopefully that answers your question of who I enjoy. That was probably like TMI AF, but I had a lot of fun thinking about all this gorgeous art. Lewds. Girl, Sakimi-chan straight up does lesbian and gay erotic illustrations on Patreon. I know. Okay, so I was thinking, like, you know, back when Sakimi-chan didn't really do that, but then I realized, like, from the very beginning on DeviantArt, she always had, like, yaoi stuff. So, scratch that. Okay. So now that I've been hanging out for a hot minute, I have 7 viewers. That's interesting. How many of you guys are real people? Advanced lewds. I used to support her on Patreon ages ago. Her stuff is so expensive, at least on Gumroad. Is it less expensive on Patreon? I haven't looked. Oh, well. I'm loving it. All these friends hanging out. Hello. Yeah, I guess, like, I need to just get over having a set stream schedule and just, like, get on as much as I can whenever I can, because trying to find a good time is caused me to not stream at all. So goodbye to that. NSFW commissions are a great way to keep working on anatomy and earn a bit more money. IMO. I would just draw NSFW stuff for free. Y'all. What happened to this lamp? There was a lamp here, and now it is not turning on. Why won't you not turn on, lamp? LMAO. The thing with NSFW art, though, is that it's all people will want from you. Is that a problem? I mean, doesn't it pay better? Is the light better? Doesn't it pay better than just doing like normal commissions, or what? Let's see. My friend made the mistake of doing NSFW commissions, and that's all people want from him, and he hates it. He never gets to draw anything else. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I'm thinking like that gives you more money, right? Oh, Mighty Vapor. Welcome to the mythology where talent is a myth. I guess, is that like an argument for making like a separate persona type thing for NSFW artwork and stuff? There are companies that refuse to hire NSFW artists, so some of them make a double alias. Literally, look at my commissions. They're all furry because that's what people expect from me. I don't enjoy drawing it. I prefer drawing humans. Maybe this calls for making a separate safe for work alias and having your main like identity be NSFW. Yeah, right? Now that I say that, I mean, your friend like is sort of like pigeonholed into being an NSFW artist now, right? So he could make a separate profile to do just like straight work or clean work, right? Does that not work the other way? Or am I just confused? Then you have to manage 2 separate sets of social media and build an audience from scratch all over again. Yeah, that sounds stressful. Yeah, Mighty Vapor is followed. Thanks, Mithrilda bot. You took way too long. But gosh, maybe I should disable that if it takes forever to give me a notification about it. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's a double-edged sword. I mean, like, furry stuff pays more, right? If you link the two, it's pointless having them separate. And NSFWs don't need to be exactly consistent. Yeah, I guess that's the problem, right? Because to do, like, clean commissions, you need to have, like, a good following and all sorts of stuff. To do NSFW stuff, you just need, like, a portfolio and people will throw money at you. So you don't really have to have a personality or anything. Am I, like, wrong? I don't know. I've never tried to sell commissions or anything. But that seems to be the impression that I get about it. Like, it's easy to sell NSFW stuff. It'll be obvious it's you because your style isn't going to be drastically different. Well, I guess maybe that's why you need to network, right? So then you can get your NSFW friends to recommend your NSFW account and your clean friends to recommend. I don't know, but you got to get your friends to recommend you guys to each other, and you can, like, I don't know. Never mind. This got very convoluted very quickly. What I'm saying is networking. I used to do NSFW art, and people quickly recognized my style, and it started becoming an issue. That's so wild. Like, how is that even possible in this world of so many people who draw in so many different ways that they can recognize and pick out your particular style? I mean, maybe it's because, like, you're in a too small of a pond, right? Like, you're hanging out in one circle and then you try to enter the same circle as a different person when you need to go to, like, a different circle. You know what I mean? Okay, maybe I should actually start drawing because that would be good. A lot of social medias will recommend your other account to people who interact with one of them. Well. Wait, why though? If you keep them, like, separate enough, right? Zymertrax2433, welcome to the mythology where talent is a myth. Thanks for following. Because you're accessing them on the same IP. How's it going? I'm a big YouTuber. Oh, hello, big YouTuber. Why would you use a similar style anyway, SMH? I get my other accounts popping up on my accounts that don't follow or interact with that blog or anything similar. I don't know, maybe this calls for, like, drastic measures, like using a VPN or something for your other account. Maybe you can force yourself to only use certain colors for one persona, or, like, one of them only does traditional and the other one only does digital, so it's easier to look less similar to each other. I don't know. Yeah, VPN time. Yeah, perfect. Perfecto. Okay, y'all, so I'm going to... This is the iPad. Very exciting. I used to be left-handed. Sighs dreamily at the past. Wait, what do you mean? How are you not left-handed anymore? Style is something you develop by trying to make it. Excuse me. It's not something you were born with, so I doubt you aren't able to undo your way of drawing. Whew, that sounds like a tall ass order. I fucked my left hand up as a teenager. Oh no, I'm sorry. That sucks. I cut my palm open and got nerve damage, so I had to use my right. Oh my god. No, it's terrible. But you can draw that well using your right hand. You're non-dominant. I'm very impressed. Okay, I'm gonna start doing the Figuary. I'm not gonna be too like strict about it. I'm gonna pause whenever I want so I can talk to people because that is my God-given right as a Twitch streamer. This video features nudity. We respectfully insist that all viewers are 18 years and older. Ah, a beautiful sound. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna show the video because nudity. Very sad, very sad. Go take it up with Twitch.
Hi, I'm Larry Withers, and this is Figuary
It's Larry Withers.
2020, Day 1. Last year was our inaugural event, and the response was so great, we knew even before the month ended that we would follow up with another figure drawing month. And as good as it was last year, the Croquis Cafe and Love Life Drawing have worked hard to make this year even better. Following your suggestions, you'll see that we have closely coordinated the art instruction with the modeling sessions.
Yes.
We've also added a greater variety to the modeling sessions, like short poses. That is, poses less than 1 minute. Unclothed and clothed.
Ooh.
180-degree poses.
What the heck?
And several sessions of foreshortened poses. Love Life Drawing has also
so many new
expanded to feature
features.
drawing
Hi,
instruction
Jay-Z.
from other talented artists. Another noticeable difference is that this year's modeling sessions were video recorded in 4K for greater definition and color fidelity. We were able to purchase this 4K camera through the generosity of our viewers. For those unfamiliar with Figuary, this is how it works. Over the next month, we'll be presenting a modeling session every day along with drawing instruction. Start each day by going to Love Life Drawing, where Kenzo and Mako Fry will present valuable figure drawing instruction. Then come to the Croquis Cafe to apply what you've learned by drawing from our models. Well, I know you're here for the drawing, so let's get to it. Go to Love Life Drawing by following the link below, and then we'll meet back here for today's drawing session.
Yeah, I guess that pregnant lady isn't pregnant anymore, right? I wonder if Larry is gonna come again. Short side note, Larry is where people started drawing Larry Withers, who's the guy who shows up at the beginning of the videos for Figuary. It was really funny. Maybe I should get in on it this year, but that was so funny. I asked them how I could become a model, and they said like I'd have to travel to their studio and also be 21. Well, guess who just turned 21? I feel like that'd be really fun. just saying. All right, let's get to the drawing. Oh, I guess I should. Am I allowed to leave a link to this in the Twitch chat? I feel like this should be fine. So careful, this is a link to a video with nudity. Please be cautious for those who are so inclined. All right, let's get her going. I'm kind of nervous. I haven't really done like short timed gesture type things in a while. So we're starting off with 3 1-minute poses. So this is... No! My pencil isn't paired to the iPad. This is a terrible, terrible event that must be rectified immediately. I was just like, why won't my pen do anything? Okay, now it should be paired. Let's plug the charger back in because I didn't prepare enough for anything and my life is a mess. All right, we have touchdown. So this is the first pose that he showed off in the video. So we have a face. Yeah, I'm not really sure what to do. I don't really have a framework for how to draw. Oh my god, I'm so stressed out. This looks... I feel like this looks nothing like the pose is supposed to. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm failing everyone. I can't actually draw. But you know what? That's fine. This is just my warm-up, casually. Just chilling, you know? Just chilling. Is the art showing up okay on the stream? I don't really know how to check that. Okay, that's good. So I guess I found a way for me to record the Procreate and do my streaming. I feel like this will be so much easier. I just really love drawing in Procreate. So, oh! That's not good. Okay. This isn't bad. I feel like this is an okay rendition of this pose. I feel pleased. Whatever. I don't need thicker limbs. I only need stick. I think I might go back over some of these and try them again, because why not, you know? I think I'll do them timed once, and then if as I have time, I'll do the poses that I want to again. It's pretty nice. Oh, there's a star. Jay-Z, you wanna get that? Is anyone else actually drawing, or am I just like hanging out by myself doing art? You know, which is fine. Got all my buddies watching me. Alright, so these are the 3 1-minute poses. Not the worst. Not my best work, but you know, it's progress. I think I like his idea of simplifying, right? Trying to, if I have any extra time, spending it drawing less lines, not more. I feel like that's such an important thing to try and aim for. Okay. Oh, hello. Blancuo, thank you for following and joining the mythology. Very happy to have you here. Forgot to follow SMH. I mean, yeah, these things, they go fast. Yeah. It'll be fine though. You know, ever since I realized that, like, nobody gets to tell me whether I'm cheating at art except for myself. And then, only then, I can only cheat myself out of having good practice. So I'm telling myself right now that any of these that I'm not happy with, I can just do it again until I'm happy with it. And I feel like I can be free to perform however I do on these timed challenges. Jay-Z, thanks for joining me. You have a good sleep, okay? And I hope this was worth staying up a bit longer. Goodbye. As long as you're not stealing people's art or tracing for purposes other than learning, then you're not cheating. Boom. That's true, that's true. Yeah, this is all just for practice. Like, I can only cheat myself out of gains in learning, I guess is what I should have said. Don't cheat people out of, like, money or anything. That's bad. It's about 5:40 p.m. for me. So I'm getting a little hungry, actually. I want food. All right. Another 2-minute pose. This is pretty relaxing. I don't know. Sometimes I forget that I'm practicing art. Is that weird to say? I don't know. Like, I don't really pay attention to it. And so then I don't really get anything out of it. I feel like there's an interesting effect where streaming and talking about it, it's forcing me to really think about what I'm doing. And I think that, may improve any gains that I'm getting because I'm actually, actively thinking about it as I go. Wow, a little past midnight. I guess that's not the worst time in the world. Who has followed me? X-Delivery, welcome to the mythology. Hello. Oh, these thighs, they're so thick. I've got to capture the thickitude of such a thigh. Oh no, there's like another hand-arm thing coming out this way. Oops. Alright. Okay, that's not bad, not bad, not bad. Just casually. Boom. Boom. I hope everyone else is doing alright. I think after the 1-minute ones, I can do 2 minutes pretty well. Oh, so that's it? There's just one more 5-minute pose and then it's all over. Oh, I still have some Soylent left. Bless. Ah, this is the difficult one. I guess, like, honestly, they're all pretty difficult. Yo, Myth, once you finish, you have to look at Reiko's stream. They're drawing 2B. Oh my god. I'm so happy that people still care about Nier Automata, even though it's been a little while since the game came out. I mean, I only started playing it like a little while ago. But, like, I was like, oh my god, like, how have I not played this sooner? And I'm happy people still care about it. Like, I feel like it's made such a lasting impact on my life. It's such a good game. This pose is so weird. It's very difficult. And honestly, I think not doing stuff like this has affected my drawing negatively because I've just been going through their model archives and picking out poses that I want to draw. And whether consciously or subconsciously, I've been choosing easier poses. And it allows me to feel good about myself, right? But that means I'm not, practicing the more difficult ones, like the ones I really should be. I feel like that's always a problem. My ego is just too big. I can't handle it whenever I make a bad drawing. Is that bad to say? I guess I can handle it because I made it this far. I feel like if you don't learn to accept the bad with the good, then you're just doomed. You can't art, you know? So it's a balancing act. It's not bad to say, it's worse to do it. That's true. Yeah, I feel like we all, you know, like, I would be lying if I said, you know, every time I draw something, whether it's good or bad, I feel happy for, like, the practice I've gained and the effort I expended, and, like, I'm happy every time. Sometimes, like, I really think that things are going to turn out better than they do, and then it's a disappointment whenever they don't. But I think the important part is acknowledging, like, yeah, that didn't turn out so good. But if there's more time, I can do it again tonight. If there's not time, I can do it again tomorrow and vindicate myself. And I will keep drawing until I win. I don't know. Did I just turn really unhealthy and weird? That's kind of what I think though. Like, every individual drawing, not a big deal, because I can do it again and again until I feel like it's a drawing that's worthy of me. Or, no, it's not really how I feel actually. It's more like, it's not a big deal, because there are many chances. I always love the music that they have in these love life drawing videos. It's so cute. Very relaxing and nice. Alright, hair. I don't know how to do hair. If only turning the unhealthy gave me the motivation to finish the drawings I don't like. I feel like, yeah, one of my big problems is that I don't really have any personal projects. And I was talking about this with Jay-Z, how I should start like some sort of personal art project. I'm pretty sure like I don't have any long-term or big or overarching art projects. And every time I talk to other artists, they're like, oh yeah, I'm working on this series, or I'm working on this competition or whatever. And I'm like, I have nothing. All I do every day is practice, day in, day out. So I guess we're done. Wow, that was very fast. And all of a sudden it's over. I never made any OCs. Some artists have 20 plus. Yeah, I've made like a few OCs for various drawing challenges and stuff. Yeah, that was it. Where there were like 3 1-minute poses, 3 2-minute poses, and 1 5-minute pose. That was fast. I guess it's because like it's the first day, so they wanted it to be pretty easy. I remember last year they did like 30 minutes every day, and that was a lot. So I don't know, I guess it's fine. I guess I'll just go through them all and do them again, but not timed. And just do some practice, hang out. Okay, I'll play some music. We can chill. I bombed every 1-minute drawing. Same. Especially the first one. I feel like I wasn't prepared, and then it was just coming at me so fast, and it turned real weird. But, you know, no problem. Oh my god. This is the worst. Whenever my glasses have like a smudge on them, but I can't see it looking like this, I have to like tilt them and reflect light off them or whatever, and it's like a whole mess trying to get it clean. Are you clean? Okay, finally. Oh my god. If you guys want to show me your art, tag me or use the, what's it called? Use the tag. Oh yeah, tag. Just tag it like Mithrilda's stream. Wait, let me look. Let me see what I've been doing. I'm sorry. Man, I'm the worst at this. I used to do like this thing where if you tag me, I will show your art. But I haven't streamed in a while. But let's see what my original tag that I did was. Or you know what? Just tag my Instagram account at Mithrilda. Just tag me in your drawing and I will see it. And I will be happy and I will show off your art to the masses. Ahahaha. Anyway, until then, I shall continue drawing. I'm pretty excited. I have like a job interview, like a phone interview, preliminary interview next week. And then they said if they like me, then they'll fly me out to Chicago and do like an in-person interview, which is very exciting. I would like a job, please. That would be nice. I like employment, gainful employment, being a contributing member to society, and having money. Okay, I'm gonna do the first pose again. It's tilting a bit, so you know what? I'm just gonna try to exaggerate everything as much as I can. I won't be very good at it, I acknowledge, but it's all for the sake of learning, so it's no problem. Yeah, just tag my account on Instagram if you want me to show it. Because, you know, it doesn't give me a notification for anything else. And people have done it. Some people have tagged me and I see their art. Somebody drew a picture of me and it's like adorable. Perhaps I'll show that off as well. All right. I'll post on the Discord. Oh yeah, totally. If you want to show me on the Discord as well. And not on the stream. I am like dying of allergies right now. Ridiculous. All right. I feel like I've definitely developed my skills if I have a little more time to do the drawings. But my quick gestures and sketches, definitely not developed. And last year, for Figuary, they did some reviews of some people's art, like about halfway through the month. And they talked about people who could do rendered drawings very well, but they had a lot of trouble like doing quick simplifications and stuff. And I was always like, how is that even possible? Like, how can you draw these beautiful figures, but you can't figure out how to do gestures and stuff? And now, like, I get it. It's so much easier having as much time as you want and being able to like measure everything precisely and whatever than doing something really quick and characteristic. That's a tall order. Murloc Hunter MVP. Hello, hello, hello. I'm going to... Oh my god, I need to make more emotes. Those things are so fun. I feel like people who focus on that before gestures will always say they wish they started sooner, and people who started doing gestures first will do the opposite. Artists are never going to be satisfied. That's true. And, you know, I'm happy as long as I'm seeing progress. And I don't know, maybe at the end of the month I'll dig up some of my Figuary drawings from last year. Maybe I'll do the same videos again or something and then compare apples to apples. I feel like I've improved so much and I am so freaking happy. But of course, I'm like, man, if only I'd spent more time drawing and less time procrastinating while I was in school and whatever. Imagine in 1 or 2 years, I know, right? I'm just excited. I'm prepping for it now by trying to draw as much as I can, right? So then I have more work to compare it to later. Gotta get those big brain plays. You know what I'm saying? Okay, this is the part that confuses me the most. I have no idea, like the lower body, I feel like it connects pretty easily. I can figure out like, you know, how to put it together. But whenever I get to like the upper torso shoulder area, I am just so lost. And I don't know like where to connect things or whatever. I'm very confused. But I guess I can't just leave it like this, so I should probably like finish it off. But I feel like it's gonna take a nosedive in quality when I try to do that. Oh ho! Give me your knowledge. Usually use the neck as a landmark. Okay, so there's like some shouldery things happening here. I don't know if this makes any sense, but okay, so there's some muscles that stretch from behind your ears, but honestly, whatever, I'm not able to explain it properly. Oof. Is your oof to my drawing? Because it deserves an oof. Okay. Let's see if I can... Oh, lordy. Lardy. Let's keep up the good vibes. Good vibes. Good vibes. Good vibing happening right here. Some high quality vibes. Oh, I'm just chilling. Even if things turn out a bit funky, we just let that stuff roll right off our shoulders. Haha, shoulders. Yeah? No reason to panic. It seems a bit long. Like, too high up compared to... Seems like it should be more about here's abouts. I don't know, I can't really tell. This might need to be a little bigger. Who knows? Who knows? Certainly not me. No big deal, no big deal. We can adjust. We can always adjust. You're drawing on an iPad? I am. Drawing on the old iPad. Oh, the jaw's over here. I finally figured out how to stream the iPad, so hopefully that means more streams. Yeah, because I love using Procreate. It's just a good time in general. Wow, there's some struggling happening. But no worries. This neck is a little long. Let's move it down a little bit. No problem at all. We can just casually keep going. Mero, hello, hello, welcome. This is the first figure from the Figuary video. I did it timed and now I'm doing it untimed just for funsies and practice. How are you doing today? I still woo, Figuary! Yes, love me some Figuary. I still can't draw heads. I'm going to make headless people my style. That's exactly why I think anatomy and gesture can't be learned fully without each other. No, I totally agree. I mean, I'm following Steve Houston right now. He's a big fan of gesture. I just, you know, it comes in stages, I guess. I haven't quite figured it out yet. Haha, figure. But it's not a big deal. I'm just gonna read more of his book. Oops. I am going to read more of his book. I am going to probably... Okay, here's the thing. You guys need to help me decide. I'm trying to... I can't Figuary it out. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm trying to decide whether or not to get like a lifetime membership to New Masters Academy. It's like so expensive to subscribe for, you know, even a month. It's like 50 bucks or something. And I messaged them and they said they could set up like a one-time thing where I can pay like $2,500 or something for just a lifetime membership with New Masters Academy. Like, I hear really good things about it. And, I mean, of course, this is like after I try it out, but I doubt that it'll be great, you know? I doubt that it won't be great. Or I have no doubt that it will be an excellent resource. And, yeah. Just trying to decide whether or not I want to buy that lifetime membership, because they don't really offer it anymore. They said they could like set up a special page for me if I really wanted to get it. And, you know, everyone says it's like the best thing since sliced bread. Man, this is taking a while. Why are my drawings always like this? I take like a hot ass minute. Something looks very wrong with this face. Let's see what's going on. We have like a big cheek thing happening here. And we have a little bit of a nose. Yellow Rain Boots has joined the mythology. Welcome to the mythology where talent is a myth. If you think it'll be very beneficial for you, then maybe you should go for it. Honestly, I don't like to get memberships and stuff because I'm still a student with no income, so basically I'm broke. Lol. Manly maybe? Huh? What does that mean? Make her a bun so it looks like a woman. Aha. But yeah, I mean, like, on the one hand, $2,500, that's a big chunk of change, but it could save a lot in the long run if, you know, it turns out to be like really helpful. And if I want to subscribe, I think it'll like balance itself out in about 4 years. If I would actually subscribe for that long. And I mean, I'd hope I would be still doing art in 4 years. What do you mean, I hope? I have like a habit of just like taking on and dropping hobbies left and right. I mean, honestly, I think drawing and YouTube might be my longest term hobbies I've ever done. Just for context, I started my YouTube channel like 6 years ago and then made some videos, immediately stopped. I was doing like creepypasta readings. And then about in March, I started back up again and I've been going at it ever since. I have to drag about knowing a really good artist with my friends. Oh, what does that mean? Do you mean brag? Or maybe I just don't know what's going on. I don't really know how to do hair, so I'm just gonna color it in and call it a day. I'm sorry, this is probably very terrible form. I almost made a channel like that for SCPs. Yo, if I knew about SCP back then, I'm pretty sure that's what I would have done. Like, I would have been like a creepypasta SCP channel. I don't know, I just like always wanted to be a YouTuber. And I'm glad I found a way to do it that's like benefiting me in the long term as well by like developing my art skills. I was thinking of maybe making math videos too. I feel like that would be fun. I don't know. I love making videos and like talking to people and hanging out and chilling. Love the chillin'. I mean, when you become even better, known in the whole world, I'll brag about me knowing you before you become famous. Ah, ooh, all right. Cool, so I'm gonna keep this live stream for you. So then you can like whip this out whenever people are like, no way, you talked to her? I'll be like, you can send them the link. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what to do with this footage. Should I just like upload it onto my channel as a video? Well, I was planning on doing just a stream on YouTube for Figuary, so people get the notification there, and then moving it over here to Twitch after, and then like having those people follow me, but the YouTube thing didn't really work out. So now I'm here, and I'm pretty sure like nobody on YouTube even knows that I'm streaming. Raise your hand if you came here because of like my YouTube announcement. If you make maths educational vids, I definitely watch. Maths is not my strongest suit. Maybe I'll try. That could be fun. I'll put like all my random video experiments on some second channel. Not my main one. That would be hilarious. I just started posting like differential equations and stuff. Everyone's like, where did the art go? You came from YouTube? Oh, I'm so happy. Somebody's here from YouTube. Welcome, welcome. I just hope everyone is having a good time, you know, chilling. You came from Discord. Hello, welcome, welcome. Glad to have you guys here. However you found your way here, you are welcome in my kingdom. I think that's about it for this drawing. This turns out to be much better than when I had like a minute to work on it. Let's just appreciate. Wow. So, I don't know. I gotta get those to be like, you know, a little bit more similar to each other, right? What's going on? I came from Discord, I guess YouTube by extension. Yes, yes, yes. I'm having a lot of fun in my bed during winter break. This is winter break for you? School started like 2 or 3 weeks ago for us. Well, not for me, because I'm freaking graduated. Whoop! It's coming along, meow. What's going on here? What the flicka flocka? That is gorgeous! Oh, is she, are they drawing it without the skirt on? That's funny. It took me way too long to figure out how to take the skirt off, because I was just like, if I self-destruct, then I'll die, right? Spoiler alert, no. School starts next Saturday for you. Wow. I guess that's not such a long wait. Yeah, I think this drawing turned out pretty well. I'm pretty pleased with it. I feel like it looks high quality. Next Saturday. School. What a necessary evil in the world. Yeah, what do you guys think of it? Like, do you think, like, too many people go to college? And now, like, everyone goes to college, right? So, like, nobody can get a job unless you have a college degree, even though many jobs don't really need a college degree to do. I mean, I feel like overall, it's a net good to society to have everyone be educated in things like English and politics and all sorts of things. But on the other hand, it's like really expensive. It shouldn't be so expensive for everyone to be educated in these subjects. Like, we don't need to spend $100,000 to learn some liberal arts, even though that would be beneficial to society for everyone to know. You know what I mean? You're 17 and you're confident you won't apply. Wow. So what are you going to be doing in lieu of getting that college degree? I'm very curious to hear about your plans. I feel like it's good, but a lot of people go to college without a plan. That's true. Well, it's just like, how can you have a plan? I mean, I started college at 18. I graduated at 20. Now I'm 21. I'm talking to my YouTube friends on a live stream now. It's super expensive, and I would have never gone to college if I didn't have scholarships. Yeah, fortunately, like, I come from a family that's well off enough that I can go to college I didn't get any scholarships because we have too much money. and they could afford to pay for all my school fees, pay for me to live. And I'm very grateful for that. But like, having an education and a chance at getting a job shouldn't be just for like people who have money. Like, what kind of system is that? I'll focus on art and eventually I'll find a job. I don't have the material money to go to college. That sucks. That freaking sucks. Like, I've learned so much throughout college. My path was a little weird, but I mean, I took a drawing class. I've taken many, many math classes. I've learned about finances, political science. I took like intro to theater, and I took like a class about the entrepreneurial artist and business skills for artists and stuff. Like, and I've met so many cool people. What are you gonna do? Like, those are all valuable things outside of the degree, but it's only the degree that anyone sees or cares about. And like, is it really worth the money to like make some friends, you know? No, totally not. In my country, in order to get any job, you have to go to college, so everyone goes to college, even though they might not use their degree in their jobs. Oh? Oh-ho? Peter Pixis, welcome to the mythology where talent is a myth. Even though they might not use their degree in their job, since they usually head to things like art and animation and freelancing. That's super interesting and really sad. I mean, that's kind of like what the US is, right? Everyone's just like, just get that degree, just graduate, and then you can do whatever you want. Like, just as long as you have that degree, it opens up all these possibilities for you, which I feel like is unfortunate. It's so expensive. So many people won't be able to pay off those loans. Then it's just like a shackle for the rest of your life. Especially if you want to go into a field that doesn't make that much money. Then you either like starve or you're forced not to do it. Which is very unfortunate. Sad. I don't know. I don't have any sort of solution. I'm just being kind of sad right now about all these inefficiencies in our system, right? It's not too sad. I don't think I'd be able to keep studying anyway. Yo, those little things are cute. Oh, these Pokemon? Y'all like them? I love the Pokemon thing. Oh, hey! Welcome, welcome. Okay, so for a little update for those who haven't been here, I finished doing the Figuary poses, like, with the original timings, and now I'm going back through them and drawing them at my own pace. And yeah, just like, we're just casually chatting, hanging out, the usual. So, oh yeah, we're talking about like college and whether people should or need to go, and whether we're doing it. Y'all know me, I'm graduated 2.5 years. And you know, I live with all these people who, oh yeah, if you want to choose your own Pokemon, just scroll down to the widget on the Twitch page and you may choose whichever Pokemon you please. Whichever Pokemon pleases you. What's something you wanted for yourself? Like, now that everyone is back in classes, I'm kind of missing being in school. Like, not really, just a little bit, but you know, like a little bit. 'Cause like, I don't have anywhere to like meet new people anymore, and like, I want to be included with like complaining about school and stuff. But then I'm just like, I don't have to complain about being in school. I'm not in school. And then I feel happy again. Yeah, I don't know. I never felt like going to college wasn't an answer. I always felt like it was what I had to do. Like, there's no way I couldn't go to college with like my family and their expectations and whatever. And now I'm like on my way to interviewing for a job where I'll start at like 60K, 50K a year, which, you know, that's nothing to scoff at. It's a pretty good time. Who knows? Who knows? And I feel like the interesting thing is, this is always where I thought it would stop. You know, grad school, like growing up, nobody ever really told me to go to grad school. And so I never even considered it, right? But there's someone else I know, everyone in his family, PhDs. And he was just like, yeah, of course I'm going to get my PhD and go to grad school and whatever. And I was just like, whoa, like, that's weird. That's so different from like my experience. Yeah, because like I was never expected to go to grad school, but he grew up being expected to go to grad school. And so now he's going, right? Yeah, I feel like what we think is possible and what we think we should do is totally, it's shaped so much by how we grow up and the people we see around us as the normal, as the norm. And of course I have like another friend who's just like, I'm gonna go to grad school because I don't know what to do with my life. Which I feel like that's a lot of people's experience. At first, yeah, but during these last 2 years of high school, I've met some professors that made me hate literature and history, and for some reason I can't get through this year if I don't raise my grades in those subjects. If it's an IT specialized course, it's made me think a little about my future, and I'm not sure if I want to spend most of my days solving problems and doing math even though I like them. I think art is more fun. Figuary has been pretty fun so far. These first 3 are the 1-minute poses. This is the 2-minute pose, another 2-minute pose, and then 5-minute pose. I feel like it was a struggle. I haven't done really these like quick poses in a while, but it's turning out okay. Not too bad. And now I'm going through them like slowly, at my own pace, just casually. Oh wait, do you mean my first Figuary? Okay, you mean last year? Okay, I don't know. Last year I was much less prepared than I am now, and I feel like it definitely showed. And I think my preparedness is showing now, and I'm excited. Yeah, good luck. Good luck to you and all your future endeavors. I mean, for me, it just never felt possible to do art and not math or some other like stable career, because my parents were like, you know, you have to study something where you'll get a high-paying job out of school. So I was like, okay. Well, I wasn't like, okay, I fought them a lot and whatever, you know, kids do. And eventually I acquiesced and was like, all right, fine. And now, yeah, I guess now I'm here. And like, I feel like I'm in a good spot, you know? I mean, back then, of course, I would never have even considered doing an art career because I didn't have any art skills. I have much more now, but nothing close to marketable or anything yet. But now I've given myself, or my parents, through their like encouragement and telling me what to do, they've given me a good spot in life to be, if you know what I mean. They've given me the opportunity to find a high-paying job where I'll be able to fund myself until I can develop the skills I need to become an artist. And with all this money, I'll be able to like save up a lot in case I ever do want to quit my job and try to go for the art career, or have enough money to live a very comfortable life and buy like all the high-end equipment that I want for my hobby. But like the most important part of that is choice. I can choose which way I want to go down. And if the art thing doesn't work out, I still have a nice, cushy, high-paying job, a high-paying career waiting for me at the end of it. And I feel like that's highly valuable. Money, good. It buys art supplies and internet for streaming. Man, I can't wait until I can like walk into the art supply store and just buy whatever I want without having to worry about how much it's gonna cost or whatever else I can worry about. And I'm pretty sure that's it. I don't know, I guess I could worry about whether my car is big enough to fit it. I might not have to worry about that. I don't know, maybe I'm just romanticizing having a job. But either way, I'm sure I could afford a lot more art supplies on my actuary salary than, say, on an artist salary. Oh yeah, I don't know if like whoever's watching right now, just buy a bigger car. Exactly. And what do you need to buy that bigger car? Money. So I think the conclusion here is that money is good. I don't think that's really controversial. I mean, money, it just buys you choice and opportunities, right? Like it gives you the choice to spend it or not, to stay home or not, to quit a job that you hate or not. You can work for as long as you want, and then when you're sick of it, you're like, okay, goodbye. I don't need you. Or you can say like, hey, now using my high-paying job, I have enough money to quit and do art. If that doesn't work out, I can always come back to buy more food. Where does money come from? Grow on tree. Damn, where's your... Oh yeah, of course money grows on trees, right guys? We should all share the locations of our money growing trees. You guys can go first, and then I'll have to check them out, right? To make sure they're legit and like... Money, I mean, money buys you choice, right? That's all it buys you. You can use that to buy things that make you happy or not. I get my money at the end of rainbows, which is why I can't afford college. No student loans. I guess that's like the American dream these days, right? Like basically anyone can get student loans and pull themselves up by their bootstraps or something like that. It's all a lie, by the way, but that's what they want you to believe. Not here? Where is here? Where are you from? I don't really know how it works in other places. My boots don't have straps. Well, I guess you're just out of luck then. Sorry, bucko. Only real hard-working Americans get to be successful here. No matter your life circumstances, wherever you are, it's your own fault. Italy. 1,000 to 3,000 depending on the university. What does that mean? Is that just for tuition? Then you have to like pay your own room and board and stuff? I don't have boots. Y'all don't have boots? How are you gonna pick yourself up by your bootstraps? I see. So how are you gonna support yourself then after graduation and stuff? I'm very curious about how these sorts of systems work where you are. Well, I have boots, just don't wear them. I love this music. Big fan, big fan. Faces, they're so hard. Oh hey, you got the star. Well, if you don't have any contacts / money to start something, you have to just apply anywhere depending on wherever you studied. Well, I mean, but what about you? If you're not going to college, then how are you going to support yourself? You'll keep living on your parents' shoulders for a while. I guess that's the way. The parent way. You know, it's weird hearing about the world back in the past. Back when you could apparently just like, you know, move out, support a whole family on like the husband's wages and whatever. Like that just seems so like far removed from reality today. Start your family and whatever. What program is that? This drawing program is Procreate. I'm streaming from my iPad right now. Or I'm streaming this from the iPad right now. I'm so happy I finally found a way to stream Procreate. Oh man, I'm gonna be making so many more streams because I can finally use my favorite program. It's so, like, it's such a hassle to set up other things. Oh my god, I was trying to stream like for so many hours today, but like this software kept on dying on me. Oh ho, oh ho ho. IDK Waita? IDK Waita? Is that what you're supposed to be? IDK Waita? Welcome to the mythology where talent is a myth. My family is me and a dying succulent. I felt that. I feel like I'm not doing bad, not bad. Just, you know, chilling with my bros, hanging out, doing the arts. Y'all know how it be. All right, third pose. Yeah, it feels good. Feels good to stream. I remember my first stream was like my 1,000 subscriber stream or something, and I was so nervous. Like my heart was pounding and I couldn't figure out how to talk, and I was like, what do I do? Everyone's gonna hate me. I don't know what's going on. And now I'm just like chilling, hanging out, talking to people. Hello. I just found out I'm an introvert 2 days ago. What do you mean? How did you not know? I'm totally an introvert. Like, you know, love people, love hanging out. I get sad if I don't hang out with people enough, but sometimes people, just too many people. My energy just dips. It dives off a cliff. If I hang out with people too much, then I have to, you know, decompress, chill out, re-energize before I'm ready for public consumption again. I'm pretty sure that's what introversion is, right? That's what they say. I haven't found out that I am one yet. I will remain blissfully unaware. Wonderful. I always thought people had different interests than I, but I never knew such a thing actually existed and had a term for it all. And all. But yeah, I mean, like, introverts basically are people who, you know, who feel drained through socialization and hanging out with people, and they have to take some alone time and recharge and re-energize. And extroverts are people who feel drained by being alone and need to hang out with others in order to get that energy back, get their mojo. Weird question, but I ask this to all Asian people I know lately. Does the coronavirus affect the way people look at you these days? You can avoid answering, lol. No, and that's because I haven't gone outside in the past week. So I don't get coronavirus. Yeah, basically that's my answer. Exactly. Gotta get those big brain plays. Indoor squad. Yeah, you know, I'm cautious, but hopeful. I've been a little bit more nervous lately than normal. I did get some extra food and some extra cleaning supplies and hand sanitizer just in case, just in case. I did have to take the bus once, and like, as you guys have seen, I've been coughing. I've had this cough for like 3 or 4 months now. But I was like really self-conscious because this is from allergies, of like coughing on the bus. Everyone was just like, and I'm like, I'm scared of myself. So, I don't know. I feel like I'm the only one that's stressed. Nobody else really seems to care about the whole coronavirus thing. But I guess that is fine. Sushi restaurants here are empty, Lamau. Where is here? Oh, is it Italy? Didn't they have like some cases in Italy? And then like you guys closed down all your borders and stuff? We never closed borders. Oh, okay. Great. Yeah, the US just like it started closing down air traffic with China and stuff. But it's not gonna happen. They're not gonna implement it until after the Super Bowl tomorrow. Of course, we must protect the Super Bowl. Yeah, apparently there's like a suspected case a little bit north of me, which is like a little scary, a little bit, but hopefully everything is just fine. It's just like, we don't have infected, just some people who fear that they have the virus inside them and chose to be quarantined. Yo, I mean, I would do that too. If I thought I had it, I would be like, please lock me away. Don't let me see like other people. That's so spooky. Yeah. I mean, no matter how this shakes out, there's gonna be huge consequences with like manufacturing and stuff. There's gonna be a lot of shortages of like Chinese manufactured goods. Oh, what happened to all your Photoshop brushes? Oh no. Oh no, God. Reinstalling OS has to be like the worst experience. Curvy hips are one of the most satisfying things to draw ever. Oh yeah, I totally feel you. Like this whole region right here, I don't know how to indicate this to you, but this region where like the waist and the hips connect to the thighs, ooh, muy satisfactory. And like the curve of the calves. I love it whenever I can do it right. Wait, so like how many people here don't have English as their first language? I'm curious. Or can like fluently speak another language? Because I'm guessing like, you know, in Italy, that's like English isn't your main language, right? Unless times have changed and I didn't hear about it. What version of iPad is it? It's 2015. It's whatever like the cheapest 2015 model is. Man, I feel like I'm getting this totally off, but whatever. I never know iPad can be that powerful. I know, right? I thought people were like exaggerating when they were talking about like the Apple Pencil and stuff, because it looks kind of stupid. They were just like, oh, look, Apple's making a pencil. But apparently this is like professional level drawing stuff. And I'm just like, Jesus. Yeah, and ever since I tried it out, I'm like, oh my God, I would buy an iPad just for the drawing capabilities. Honestly, it's really good. This isn't actually my iPad. It's the one I'm borrowing for work. But like, I was so excited. I immediately went out and bought an Apple Pencil to go along with it and Procreate because I've heard so much about it. And I feel like it's totally been worth it. I know, I'm sorry. I'm messing this up so bad. I'm just gonna nix this whole leg, and I drew the other leg wrong. So, you know what? I'm just gonna try again. This cannot be salvaged. I'm sorry, leg. You're just gonna have to go. I'm gonna turn on the fan. Jesus, it's hot. I think it's because I'm streaming, which is making the computer like die. I feel like there isn't enough competition for the iPad Pro. Really? I mean, how much is an iPad Pro? I feel like the price enough is like wild. It's not that expensive to get like this particular iPad. You know, it's like the smaller screen size. It's whatever. It's not like top of the line or anything. But I mean, the top of the line iPad Pros, those things are expensive, right? I feel like the price is enough of an indicator for people. Like, it's enough of a... I guess maybe it's just like the fact that... I don't know. I mean, art is a luxury good, right? And there are cheap, like, drawing tablets and stuff out there. They're just not as good as the expensive stuff. Like, Wacom's and whatever. I don't know. I have, like, a $300 drawing tablet. It's definitely not as good as this iPad is. But I don't know, now that like, but I got, of course I got it before like the whole iPad Procreate thing. I think if iPad Procreate existed back then, I wouldn't have gotten a drawing tablet and I would have just gotten an iPad. And that would have been the right choice, honestly. Yeah, that is so much. Do you really need competition when the only people buying your stuff are like luxury users anyway? I don't know. It must be nice to have though, because goddamn. Maybe you should make the back foot facing forward with a bit of a bend toward the left. Yeah, this is definitely off. Let's try again. Oh, what a problem this all is. But the new Wacom one that works if you attach it to mobile is mighty juicy. Really? I have not heard about it. How does that work? Huh. Okay. How many people are here through Twitch? And how many people are here because y'all are my dear, wonderful fans from elsewhere? I'm always curious how many people can actually find me through Twitch. Cause like, I'm pretty sure it's like terrible for discovery. Like, you don't go on Twitch to find new people. You go on Twitch to keep watching the channels you know. Yeah, hello. Oh, I have a lurker, a Discord lurker. Yeah, I don't really lurk that much in Discords either. Well, then again, I don't really go on Discord actually. I just do my channel. If I don't do my channel, if it's not in my channel, LMAO, can't. If it's not my channel, like, I either participate or I don't read it. I don't know. It's hard for me to lurk places. I mean, I lurk on Reddit all the time, but Reddit's different. Oh, I'm glad to hear you guys are around. Sometimes it gets a little lonely in the Discord, but I mean, I totally get it. I've gone through periods where like I don't even check my own server for a hot minute because, you know, there's just things going on. There's life happening. And some things are more important than the internet. I know. Does it count as lurking if I speed read them? Oh my god, hi. I clicked on the stream because I like your glasses. Ah, I love it. How does this work? How do subs work? I don't know what's going on. You get a badge for gifting subs? Ooh, stream drawing emotes when? Oh my god. I want to. I really should. Oh, I can just make emotes on the Procreate. Oh my god, why am I such a dummy? I'm just like, I need Photoshop. Oh, no, I don't. I just need to get off my ass and start working like a dummy. Or I guess I shouldn't be a dummy anymore. I've just been a dummy. Although I don't know, like without Photoshop, I'm not really sure how I'm going to resize the emotes. But I'm sure there's probably like some sort of like software for it or website or whatever, right? How big is your iPad? It's the... Woo! It's this big. Oh man, my charging cable can't reach that far. Okay. It's this big. I think it's like the 9-inch one. Why? This is the worst. Ah! Okay, there we go. This doesn't show off. Never mind. This was a horrible idea. I'm gonna put this back down. It's like the 9-inch one. It's whatever the small one is. This was a ridiculous experience. But I'm glad that we got through it in the end. Wow. 3 a.m. Get to bed. Is that like... Is that the... Yeah, that's your winter break, right? You're like hanging out with me. Wait, let's see. iPad 2015 9-inch. Let's give it a quick googly doodle. Guess I should go on Amazon so I can get an actual price. Hold on. How are there no snacks with you? I know. Good night, good night. Good night, good night. So, let's take a look. What's going on? This is my video. Might have to do something in a sec. I have to turn off the video for a minute, but no big deal. I'll just turn it off now. But I will still be here hanging out with you guys. So, let's see. iPad 2015, 9-inch. Wait, for some reason I'm just getting like cases and stuff. What's up with that? What if I just want an iPad? Okay. So it says Apple iPad Air 16 gig renewed is like $135. I think mine has a little bit more, actually I have no idea what any of these are. What is this? iPad 3 Retina display tablet 16 gig for like $100 or something, but it only has like 2.5 stars. iPad certified my butt. You didn't check anything. horrible looking, scratched up to hell iPad. No way this iPad is certified refurbished. I gave it as a gift to a child, and lo and behold, I received an embarrassment of a lifetime with this garbage. Ooh! God damn. Only the iPad Pro is used for drawing? I mean, I use mine for drawing, and it's fine, right? I don't have a fancy iPad Pro. Or maybe you're just like, maybe that's why your art is trash, huh? Should have gotten the iPad Pro. Yeah, that poor review. But on the other hand, what quality of device are we expecting out of like a $100 refurbished iPad from some shady seller on Amazon? Ooh, you know what I'm saying? But on the other hand, yes, we should all be very honest and good in our lives. Let's see, fingers. Yeah, so like I just have a normal, I'm pretty sure it's like, I'm gonna turn this off for a second so I can check exactly what kind of iPad I have. I have the, it just says iPad 6th generation. That's not very much information, but do with that what you will. I'm running iOS 13.3. I've had to keep everything, well, I mean, again, this isn't really my iPad, but I have to keep everything really up to date because, like, I have the iPad because I do iOS app development for my job. And, you know, you gotta keep up to date on the latest OS so everything works properly. There's so many bugs, and they're fixing them very, very slowly. I just got a little promotion / raise thing the other day from my job, which was great. Yeah, I got like a few dollars an hour, and I got to be called a junior engineer rather than an intern. So that's fun. Yeah, so I started this like internship job thing before I graduated. iOS app development sounds like a lot of math. I mean, there is some math, right? Because like in order to position things on the screen correctly, you have to be all like, okay, so I want the left edge to be at the screen size divided by 3, and I want the right edge to be at the screen size divided by like 7. And so it'll always fit on the screen properly, and you can see all the parts of it and whatever. I'm excited for our app to go public, so then I can like share it with you guys. But for now, it's still like beta, and all the patents are still being filed and whatever, so no sharing. I've been having a lot of fun programming. Wait, I'm gonna show you guys something else that I've been working on, just for funsies. Value trainer. No, it doesn't work. Oh, it's crashing. I'm so sad. It's okay. I'll work on it some more and then show you guys later. I just want to say, on the other hand, this drawing is coming out pretty dang good. Those are some nice fingers. Thank you very much. I'm not going to make them any more detailed than this. I can only work on but one thing at a time. hyped for any games coming out this year. I don't remember anything that's coming out. I haven't really been following games, actually. I've been focused on the coronavirus. And what else have I been focused on? Anime. I've been focused on the animes. I watched Weathering with You in theaters. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Have you guys watched Parasite? If you haven't, then you need to go out and see it right now. It was such an amazing movie, and I feel like I am not the same after watching it. In fact, I feel traumatized. Yeah, but it was like, honestly, probably the movie that made me feel like the most in my entire life. I've never been so invested, so nervous, so horrified. Like, oh my god, what a masterpiece. I just hope it doesn't get snubbed at the Oscars. You did? Oh, yeah, I saw it in a theater. There were all these people. We were all laughing. We were all crying. It was an experience. It was an experience. The very end. I still think about it. It's been like a week or something. 2 weeks since I've seen it. I still think about like, there's so many little fun Easter eggs put in by the director, like composition wise. Wait, do you mean like the framing of the shots or like the musical score? Or both, because I'm pretty sure there's like a ton of interesting stuff in both. Framing and also musical score. Yep. Yeah, I've been seeing like analysis videos and stuff popping up about it. Not enough though, not enough. It must not be snubbed. Hey, I feel like I'm feeling pretty good about these drawings. Like, I feel like I've improved a lot since last year. Shook. Yeah, I haven't watched a lot of Korean, like, films. Like, ever. So I'm really happy to be introduced to this whole new world. Who's your favorite artist? What kind? Koreans be stepping forward while America's still making Harley Quinn movies. That's true. Yeah, I feel like just the tiredness of all these tropes and stuff is the reason why I don't watch a lot of movies. Digital artists? Ooh, we went through this earlier. Should I go through it again? Just for funsies, just for funsies. Okay, so... yeah, I mean, why not? We have lots of people here hanging out. Let's get to the right page. All right, so boom. All right, let's get this off the screen. So these are the this is the art that I sent to Volan as like my goals for what I wanted to be able to do in the future. So we got good old Wlop, Wlop. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to pronounce. I'll just say Wlop because I feel like we all understand who Wlop is. So these are some 2B paintings from Wlop because I think they're gorgeous, and these are like my main inspiration pieces, mostly because like it's a beautiful portrait bust, beautiful figures. That's what I want to make. It's just like the color, the form. It's just like they're so like the hair. It's so simplified, and yet it shows so much. I just think it's gorgeous. Ooh, progress? What the heck? Okay, so if you look at what I did in this time and what they did in this time, oh baby, oh baby. So Sakimi-chan, some of her newer work. It's very puffy and delicious. Okay, that was a really weird way to say it. What I'm saying is like the form is really well done. Like right here, like I feel like I could feel just the malleability of the flesh. And like right here, I'm like really impressed by the rendering. We have Happy D Artist. She's not a digital artist, but I just love her work. Then we have Ladowska, also not a digital artist, I don't think, but love her work. Gabrielle Bricky, some of her portraits, so more cartoony ones, more realistic ones, gorgeous. This squish and squash, squish, squash. It's just, yeah, yes, it's just puffy. It's just nice. I don't really know who this is. Oh, Sivin Zhu. I just love the colors, the line quality, the hands, beautiful, beautiful hands. Just throwing this out there. What is this? Just hanging out, waiting for my phone to load. Oh, I want it load. All right, I'm gonna quick move onto here. Click the link to make sure it's stream appropriate. Oh, this is gorgeous. What the heck? Time to scroll through it. Okay, so wow. Oh my god, I want to cry. These are so pretty. What is this? What is this sorcery, and can I learn it? I might have to add this to like my inspiration album. Wow. Wow, this is so gorgeous. These are so good. What the hecko? What the hecku? This shouldn't be allowed. Anyway, so more of my stuff. I don't remember who these people are, but they make gorgeous drawings. I love the Taiwan Office Lady series because it's pretty. I feel like once you learn figure and shapes and gesture, the rest is easy. Oh boy, just like, you know, just that easy, just that level 1 shapes and gesture and figure. More wop. It's just beautiful, beautiful work. I love Lowish. Beautiful shapes, beautiful form. I love the color, like the backlighting right here on this side of the face and stuff. Oof, I feel that too. Oh boy, oops. I have a list with all the artists I want to study. It's great when I'm clueless about what to study. Oh, that's a good idea. I never thought about that. I feel like once you learn, oof, I feel that too much. Not that easy, lol. Then you gotta be like, how to draw trees and buildings. Everything's honestly hard right now. And I've just like, you know, I can only focus on what I want to draw at the time. And for all my life, that's been figures and faces and stuff. TB Choi. Beautiful, beautiful, gorgeous. Like, I can't describe how much I love this. And the stuff too, like the expression, the form, the simplicity. Oh, we have Akali from the Riot Games official artist. We have Reiko Tae. Beautiful work. Yeah, this is like, you can tell this is not as squishy as the Sakimi-chan one from earlier, but it does show the form very well and is gorgeous in their own ways. I like different things about it. This is just cute. It's just simple. The colors are beautiful. I haven't been working with colors at all, but like, I guess that's like the dream, right? To be able to do the colors well. And this, I just think it's so pretty looking at it. Like all these brush strokes that aren't realistic at all, but they have so much expression. I love it. And this is some Figuary stuff from last year, from a really cool artist. I just love it. They're just simple, but they're also exaggerated. I can tell, you know, exactly which pictures they were drawing because they're that distinctive. But it's like in their own way, in their own style, and very expressive. And here's some Sakimi-chan old stuff. Not lewd. A lot less, you know, curvy, exaggerated female figure. Still very beautiful. We got dragons and creatures and whatever else. Very nice. Anyway, so that is an overview of my art inspirations. You know, I feel like my whole life, I've wanted to learn to draw trees. But alas, I cannot draw trees, for trees are deceptively difficult to draw. Like, I remember sitting down like outside and just thinking, you know, I bet I could draw a tree. And then like, it'll be so easy and I'll just draw a tree. And then I tried to draw a tree and the tree was not easy. And I was like, I don't get it. Why can't I draw a tree? Wait, what happens if I press to run a 60-second ad break? Am I allowed to do that as an affiliate? I thought I didn't get ad breaks. I haven't been on Twitch in like forever. They might have added new features. No idea. But yeah. Wow, this is exciting. Hello. Hello, other people. If you can have the skill of one artist, now, who would that be? Well, if I could have anyone's skill, I mean, oh, Jesus. I don't know. Maybe I would like steal Vupu's brain. Maybe I would steal Wulop's brain. Maybe I would steal Sakimi-chan's brain. Or Happy D Artist's brain. I mean, Happy D Artist, she is an artist and she is also like a software engineer. I mean, like Kim Jung-hee, the based Kim Jung-hee. Peter Han. Oh my god. Like, if only. It's hard to believe that they got so good in the same lifetime that I get, you know? Oh, ooh, ooh, ooh. Like, I can't even imagine, like, the long hours they spent practicing and studying and Jesus, like, What's this? Channel points? What is that? Oh, it's interesting. I can customize points. I should really play around with my stream stuff more because I don't really know what's going on. Ink gods. Relatable. Wait, are you? What's going on? Oh, you're Twitch Prime. I was like, what is that icon? What's going on? I don't know what's happening. Wait, didn't someone use like an emote earlier? How is that possible? If nobody's subbed to me. I don't know. Whatever. I give up. Yeah, you see, I feel like if instead of going to school for 8 hours a day, I could practice art and really become a legendary. If there's anything I've learned in my years as a child and now an adult for 3 years. Oh, the mage. Thank you so much. What the hecko? Oh my god, thank you. Thank you for subscribing. All my Pokemon shall do a dance for you. Or I guess not, they're just like hanging out. Oh, wow, I've been so behind on the Twitch things. I'm like, what's happening? That's my emote. What's going on? I'm quite interested in your growth in art. Thank you so much. I am very excited as well. Like, maybe I should go through my Instagram and we can look at, you know, just some art from the past, back when I was not so skilled. We can look at the differences between my... Why is this so slow? I don't get it. Oh, maybe it's because I'm streaming right now. Am I a dummy? I'm just like, why can't I access what I'm trying to access? Why is the internet so slow? Okay, so I might just, oh, aha. Is that what I'm looking for? Man, what a time. Okay, so then that means I definitely should make more emotes, right? Since anyone can send them now instead of having to wait for, instead of having to subs be expensive, you know? You feel? I feel it. Okay, okay, turn on iPad. Go. Turn off this. Boom, we made it. So, this is my Instagram. And these are my posts lately. I've been, I came up with this idea. Okay, so if we look at some of my old posts, I felt like drawing on the gray would be really boring. Oh, see you later. Hopefully very soon, because I hopefully will be streaming very often and we can all hang out and have good, productive, fun times together. So I was like, wow, these are like, you know, really boring. Like just the gray and the blandness. So then I was like, what if I do like the rainbow, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple? And then over time, I'll make many rainbow cycles and I can just scroll through my feed and see like these rainbows of art and knowing that like every cycle is like a week of drawing. And I've been doing that and like I've been really happy with all my improvement. You saw it to be, yes, that was my first fan art I ever made. I feel like even now I've improved over doing this. This was my, this is from imagination. I did this. I'm so excited to finish my first fan art. Whoa, it was from October. Holy crapalooza. So it's been like October, November, December, January. It's been 3.5 months since I did this, and I haven't made another fan art. This simply cannot be. Yeah, so like even from a few months ago, I feel like I've had big improvements. Yeah, I feel like my art, I'm way more capable than this now. Here's my first oil painting, my self-portrait. My mom actually has it like on the mantelpiece over the fireplace right now. On the mantle, I mean, whatever it's called. Oh yeah, and see, this is my Figuary stuff from last year. Where is this? February 3rd. So this is one of the first Figuary days. And why is everything so thick? Like, Jesus. Like, so many lines. Yeah, everything's so thick. Nothing really makes sense. Like, and I was like really proud of this at the time. I was like, wow, this is like the best thing I've ever done. Great. Like, and so that means I'm improving. I'm so happy. Oh yeah, I did like this one animation, then I never did anything else again. Honestly, I feel like it still stands up. I'm like, damn, this is, you know, it's pretty high quality flash animation. You know what I'm saying? That's my self-portrait on one of my old notebooks. Dang. Like, I don't know if I could do any better now, actually. Drawing on top of this was really hard because I couldn't sketch with a pencil because like it just blended in with like the print of a pencil drawing in the background. So then I just went straight in with a pen, which was, you know, a bad idea because I couldn't really draw. Anyway, it was a whole mess. Maybe it would be better now. I was really happy with these figure drawings. This is when I thought like it really clicked. And I think they are nice. It's just I can do better now. And like that's what Volan says, right? Like this entire time when you're learning to draw, it's all about failing. You fail over and over and over again, and it's just the more you do it, like the better your failures look. Basically, like the floor just keeps raising for like the worst thing you can make using what you have. And I definitely feel that. Like even now, whenever I'm just like, oh wow, this came out completely terrible. I can't believe I made that. Like I didn't even know I was capable of making something so bad. I look at it and then I look at my older work and I'm like, wow, even this thing that I see as a complete failure now is like an improvement over my best work from, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago, which is just exciting. Yeah, look at these. I don't even know what's going on. Like, why are there so many lines? Do I need that many lines to convey one form? Whew. Here are some attempts at construction. But for some reason, I always like thinned out everything. Like all the limbs and all the boxes and everything. I made them so small and thin. Yeah, and here I did some in traditional. Maybe I should do some traditional Figuary this year as well. I haven't been practicing traditional as much as I really should have, but I'm pretty sure I can do better than this now. Yeah, trial and error. Yep. Trial and error indeed. I did take the opportunity to try a lot of different mediums. Like this is ink plus watercolor, and we have some Copic action. Ink plus Copic, ink and watercolor, more watercolor, ink and Copics. And then we have some more figures. Yeah, see? I go from like the best to the worst. This was the 5-minute pose. And then these are like the 2 or 3 minute poses or whatever. And here we got those 1-minute poses. Yeah, I'm really curious now. I think maybe I should do the Figuary videos for this year and last year and like compare my old ones with the new ones and stuff. These came out pretty well. Here's more ink and watercolors. I did it watercolor. I did it again in marker. Watercolor, watercolor. This was like my first drawing from imagination. Probably not my first, but yeah. I only used markers, pure black India ink, pen, and charcoal. I love watercolor, but it looks intimidating. Totally. It was like real scary, TBH. And I haven't used it in a while. I have like all my oil paints and stuff from before. Haven't used those either. Yeah, see, like I don't like the way like I simplified the hands by not having any. No hands. There's no hand here. That's funny. I just like, you know what? Let's not have hands. I feel like I got a little more comfortable over time, but like, oh, look, no more hands again. And why is she so thin? It's like you took the warp tool in Photoshop, like the transform tool, and you just like squished it in half or whatever. Those are some drawings I did. Aw, this is me and my rats. I felt like that was pretty cute. Oh, here's another self-portrait. I thought it was pretty cute at the time. You know, honestly, I still think it is pretty cute. Yeah, rat year. And those are my boys. Oh, yeah, I guess I should show, like, Boogie's drawings. They did, like, a portrait of, I guess, some artists they liked. And that's me! Look at it! It's me with a rat on my head. This is, like, this might be the cutest thing anyone's ever done. So cute. Although, what? Where? Wow, I've posted a lot. Jay-Z drew this of me and him, which is so cute. I might have to like kill him for his art skills because those are great. Oh, and here's my painting of like 2 hamburgers, a roll, and a banana, and that is hanging right there. Woo! Meta. Yeah, and look at this. This is like my casual sketching ability back at the end of June, start of July. I feel like I could do so much better now. Oh, that's me. My face. That's so funny. Yeah, I look so like smirk. That is so like whoa. Ugh. Lamau. Oh, and here was like the last real watercolor piece I did. It was this whale. It took so long to finish this. Oh my god. And these took forever too, because like I barely knew figures, and yeah, look at these faces. Like I don't This looks like Brock. Oh my god. This literally looks like Brock from Pokemon or something. I swear, like the reference doesn't look like that at all. I just can't draw. But you know what? It's not a big deal. You have to go through this to get to the future, I guess. He's a model in his free time. Yeah, of course. It's all Gucci. You know, like lately I've been drawing things that I'm really happy with. Like this was like about a week ago. This was like 2 days ago. Like, I don't mean to toot my own horn, but like, damn. Like, you know, drawing some pretty nice. Oh, and then you look at, and I'm like, ooh. Yeah, faces and heads, definitely something I need to work on. They need work. Okay. Yeah, like but you know, the important conclusion to draw here is not that I am an untalented pile of trash who has no chance of learning to draw. Like the conclusion is that these are subjects that I need to focus on and practice. And that is the only conclusion I can draw from this. Because talent is a myth, my friends, and we are all capable. Alright, I think I'm going to head out now. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. Chill. Maybe it's almost time to study how the torso and head connect. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's the time, right? Do the head and the face. The Thorn 98 has joined the mythology. Welcome to the mythology where talent is a myth. I'm sorry I'm about to head out right now, but hopefully, oh my god, I'm so sorry. I don't want to keep you up, but I've had a lot of fun hanging out here. I feel like I did some good, productive things. Ooh, ooh, ooh. All right. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. Maybe next time we can hang out and draw some emotes or whatever, all the things. Yeah, good night. Good night, everyone. Wow, I've been here for a hot minute. Okay, see y'all later. If you want to post anything you guys have drawn in the Discord, I would love to see it, or tag me on Instagram. Then you can be on my tagged posts page forever. Ha ha ha. Good night, my friends.